off the road is the hardest part because it's going to be pain. And that's how I feel that many people will get stuck being homeless or get stuck being nomads because there's no easy way out. Because to get off the road, you feel the pain of giving up the illusion of freedom. But just like security is an illusion, there's a famous YouTuber that always says security is an illusion. So is freedom. I mean, you're not when you're not parking on your property, it's an illusion that it's free and you're not going to be harassed at times. So psychologically, that's pain. And then picking a property, whether you're going to pick an apartment first and last month's rent, that's money, that's going back to a conforming life, or whether you're going to buy a property. One thing that I've learned buying a property that's very painful is that there is no perfect property. I remember watching episodes of House Hunters, and they would pick from 3 houses, and there would always be a pro and a con. And it's fun to look and say, which one would you pick? And what's really been painful for me is I've looked at so many different communities and I've had so many different opportunities. Some properties I got outbid on, some I backed away from. And I really beat myself up this one had this, I kind of missed out on this. This one went up in value, I missed out on that. But I say to myself, if I sell my current home base, and I'm not looking to sell my current home base and go back in my car, live full time with never getting a home base. That's not my goal. My goal would be, if anything, sell, go to a different community, and maybe nomad in between. But I just don't have it in me, and there's no disrespect for people who have it in them. But for me, I don't have it in my spirit. It's not a goal to just live on the road forever. Even though a Class B would be nice, I would live in a Class B. But for my personality, my mindset, my goal structure, and the fact that I want to live in Florida 90% of the year, I just wouldn't, I own some property for asset allocation, for psychologically, for equity, and for peace, and for being in a community a little bit. That's the other painful part about getting off the road. I've become such a loner. Remember, I lived in a community for 15 years. Remember, I wasn't foreclosed on. I wasn't forced to live in my car. So selling and then forcing myself into the nomad life kind of, it was a relief, but it was also painful. And then I've become so intense on establishing my goal to get to Florida, to buy a property below my means at the beach. That's one thing I'm glad I bought at the beach, not inland, because one is eventually I would have been priced out of the beach land. And even though there's some nice properties inland, it wouldn't have been, that's one thing I'm glad I didn't do. So for me, all that intensity to get here and then dialing it down a notch to settle in is not easy. Some people who live off adrenaline, they're addicted to things. Even girls I dated, sometimes they were addicted to adrenaline. I know guys addicted to adrenaline. They got to always do. It's very hard to temper yourself. Even some of my most popular videos, they're not of me barking and being loud. They're the opposite. They're when I take a lot of energy to calm myself, to communicate slowly. Because people take the energy, they can't get it, they don't understand it. Like when I'm too intense, they can't. It's for a select few, but not for the masses. I remember I worked with a guy who brought his baby to work. And I'm high energy, a little bit intense. And I was like, "Oh, what's up?" And the baby was like, all frit, because when you're around a baby or when you're around, you gotta temper your body language and your energy, because it's and remember, a lot of people online, guys, I mean, I hate to say it, they're babies. I mean, they like their own comment 8 times. I mean, they're trolls. I mean, forget about it. But there's a lot of great people. I want to tell you guys, look, I want to say this. I'll say a few things tonight. Thank you to all my members. Good to see you, Johnny. Good to see you, Adam. I would say that the thing in me, some people would say, Sam, you have a property by the beach. Why are you complaining? Why do you want things to be perfect? Well, one is if you watch my videos, you'll see that I'm always saying I'm thankful, but if I don't share this part of the journey with you, I'm giving you the Disneyland experience, not the real experience. Number two is the same thing in me that drives me to get better, to get the best, to get, I'm not a perfectionist, but I want better. That's the same energy that took me off the night shift into pain of the day shift to advance my career. That's the same energy that didn't want me to just work 6 months as an electrician and 6 months off. That's the same energy that makes me show up every night on YouTube and say, fuck these motherfucking trolls. Okay. That same energy is what gets you to your goal. Okay. So it's like if you feel that, you should just, settle. I gotta tell you something. You're gonna be dried out. You're gonna wait till unemployment fucking expires. Okay. Okay. You're gonna get your inheritance. You're gonna sit on your ass till you squander it. Okay. You're gonna troll with fake Google telephone numbers until the cops come knocking on your door. Okay. And wait till your parents who provide for you, who fucking hate you, wait till they find out what you've been doing online. Okay. See, guys, I don't have that type of spirit. I have the type of spirit, okay, where I'm not going to live by my family forever, okay? I'm not going to stay. I could have stayed on night shift. I could have stayed in the community I was at, guys. I was in a gated, nice community in New Jersey. I could say, you know what? New Jersey's not too bad. Yeah. The summer ain't too bad. It's just the winter. Spring, fall, spring's cold as fuck. Fall's the only nice season. Summer's too hot. And if you live by your family, but you die an uninspiring life, may you wait in probate court for 5 years. Okay. And may Joe Biden bring gas prices down so you have nothing to fucking complain about but to look in the mirror of your soul. Okay. And shout out. See, this, what I want to tell you in life, I'm keeping a home base. The next goal I had a great viewer. He was a member at one time, Big Plan Dan from California. Some troll that fucking is obsessed with me went and stalked all my members. Okay. What a nut job. They like to even be acknowledged. The type of nut jobs there. I'll deal with them. I don't care. So, he said something to Big Plan Dan like, oh, Sam doesn't really like your comments. No, I didn't like the trolls' comments. Okay. Because the type of guy acts dumb and childish. And then when you rebuke him, he becomes so smart he plays psychological games. And I've had some butt ugly ones too. Guys and girls. Okay. And Big Plan Dan asked me one time, I like this guy. I love Big Plan Dan. It's a shame what that troll did to him. It's all right. I get it. I know what life is. I know we're amongst the demons. I got a stick of dynamite, guys. I know we all going to die. I want to tell you guys, whether it's a bully in real life or a bully online, I don't want trouble. I try to avoid trouble. I pray for my enemies like the Lord says. But then I say, if these motherfuckers act up one more time, Lord, hit them with some lightning. Okay. So, I remember Big Plan Dan had said to me, Sam, you get a home base. What are you going to do with that extra time? So one is less time driving, more time self-care. Walking around the community more. Less time in public, more time in private. Not totally in private all the time. Balance. Not that I'll never go to Planet Fitness, but maybe Planet Fitness in the morning and a workout in my own home base with some dumbbells in the afternoon. That's what I did today. Maybe not in a public beach all the time, which I don't, a lot of private beach. I like the private beach. Okay. Self-care. More exercise, more time in private, more time enjoying the amenities of a community and less time in shared environments. Less time driving. Driving's risky. Self-care, more self-care. That's what I'll do. And focus on my next goal. What's that? Well, when you do self-care, your next goal is revealed and multimillionaire's coming. And if it doesn't come and the only goal I achieved is self-care, that's a great goal. And maintain a job and keep showing up. I want to tell you something. Okay. By the grace of God, through hard work and through cursing God and sharing it with you, and for praying to God and thanking him as well, sharing that with you. Let me tell you something, guys. I'm not getting trolled out of my best life. So let me tell you something, guys. I've seen death. I've seen dreams died. And sometimes I feel like there's been a few times my dreams have died. I've resurrected them through pure anger and determination. and the grace of God and cursing God. All those. Okay. So, look, in a couple years, in a couple days, I may buy another home base in a different community. But I feel I'm 90% there, guys. Okay. So I'm keeping a home base. I'm very grateful for what I have, but I strive for always looking better. And if I go to a different community, some things will be better, some things will be worse. And maybe at a certain point, I'll look at that differently and say, all right, well, those pros are better than this con. But I think for right now, for where I'm at, settle in, focus more time on self-care. I'm in a great area. I mean, I have a lot of great amenities. It's just that I'm always looking like, guys, I have a great night shift job. I have a great construction job. Why do anything different? Better. Okay. You know, I don't need to do YouTube. I don't need to do DoorDash. Why do it better? Okay. I don't need to deal with trolls. Why deal with them? Because you want something better. Okay. Now, let me tell you something, guys. You don't want to deal with the nasty part of life, then you're not going to get what you want. Okay. You're going to get what they give you. And they don't got shit planned for you. You ever try to get someone to do something for you? Good luck getting a pickup truck at your house when you need it. It's a fucking miracle. And that's what I tell you, don't let anyone troll you out of your life. Life's messy, it's painful. Don't stay in a parking lot if you don't want to. Don't stay in a community if you don't want to. Don't stay. I had a comment today. Shout out to you too, Sophie. Shout out to all my members. We're going to get to the comments. My members, I appreciate you. What's up, Space Daddy? I got to share this. I'm sweating. I enjoy the sweat. But I got a home base with air conditioning. I run it some parts of the day, and then I shut it off and I air it out and I run the fans. I got 2 ceiling fans. I want to tell you in this world, I don't mind the sweat even with a home base, guys. Why? For me, guys, I have a goal, okay, to get the most out of my life. Okay? And part of that, I came to Florida to sweat. I could have traveled with the seasons to avoid sweat. That's not my life. No disrespect if someone has a different goal. Okay. So I heard a comment today. Some girl said she moved to, a lot of people who move to Florida, especially the women, they move away from family. One is they don't research where in Florida to move, and there's no place perfect, but they don't research at all. They don't get a job. As soon as they move away from family, they miss family. Then family dies and they feel bad. Let me tell you something. You know what COVID taught us? You can live by family every day, all day. You're going to be begging to get out of lockdown, begging for your kids to go back to school. A good life, get the fuck out of your parents' house, okay? Or like your own comment 8 times and wait for probate court to fucking spoon feed you your inheritance that you don't know how to manage, and then let some other person, man or woman, take it from you, because they will. Because you don't want to feel the pain of a goal. You want passive income. Ain't no such fucking thing. Yeah. Ask all the motherfuckers that got trolled out of their fucking crypto dividends. Ask them. Couldn't even get their money back. Ain't no such thing as passive income, man. Ain't no such thing as a passive life. Okay? Ain't no such thing as a passive channel. Pain. Every goal you have has pain tied to it. Every one. No pain, no gain. You want to get in shape? Welcome to pain. You want to go on a keto diet? Welcome to fucking obesity the rest of your life, you meat-eating motherfucker. Might as well have some beer with that. And some alcohol. I want to tell you right now. Okay. I knew some brain dead people. Okay. I'm not even going to say it. Let's stay positive. Because, you can go negative. I catch myself. I thank you, Lord. I'm going to let the Lord take care of some things. Okay. But believe me, guys, I'm watching. Because if the Lord don't get them, we got plan B. All right? So, I hope this message helped you tonight. Under 15 minutes, I'm watching the clock. I manage my time. Okay. I don't waste my time. online bullshitting. And I want to tell you, we're going to read all his comments. I want to respect Johnny Mice. I appreciate you coming back, brother. I do. I thank you. Adam, I appreciate you. No disrespect. You know I love you. Sophie, you're the most consistent. I appreciate you. Space Daddy, I love the name. We're going all live comments. Click the thumbs up. If you watch this replay, feel the pain of getting off your fucking Roku TV. Get your lazy ass. Click the thumbs up. Leave a comment, hashtag the number of the person you would have clicked the thumbs up. If you're unwilling to click the thumbs up, if you're unwilling to engage in the fucking free YouTube world that's helped you, let me tell you something. I hope all your goals die right with your family in the same fucking town you grew up in. And I hope you have air conditioning the rest of your life with a plumber's fucking cargo van right outside your house waiting for your HVAC system to fucking break down. Because in this world, you want something, there's a linebacker in the way of the end zone. Never forget that. Okay. And if you don't want me to show you what it's like to get hit, then go to the Disney experience. You know, where there's not enough workers to give you the pleasurable experience you want. You want the delusion. Woohoo came in here last night. He said, Sam, I went to Disney World. There wasn't enough workers. Well, the baby boomers are dying. They're leaving an inheritance to the next generation. They don't want to work. They got enough money, just get by. And they got an inherited property that's worth more because of Biden. And they don't want to work. They want to blame Biden. Let me tell you something. Any conservative in here, if you're not living in a conservative state, I want to tell you guys, I live in Florida. Every day, I see a raised pickup truck with a fuck you Biden flag. Okay. So if you ain't in the, I want to tell you guys, I got a conservative account and I live in a conservative state. I vote progressive. I don't give a fuck. But let me tell you something, guys. I'm living in South Florida. I'm listening to Spanish music, and I'm not paying any state income tax. I'm an elitist. Okay. I was born an elitist, and I will die an elitist. Okay. And I'm keeping a home base until I find something better. Okay. And I'm working more on self-care every day. Okay. And for every person that tries to break in mentally, there is an overcoming spirit that you can have over your bully, which is, if you're going to succumb to a bully at work, at school, online, you might as well just live with your parents and like your troll comment 8 times to prove that you got the balls to do nothing. In this world where sweat drips down my back, where I see bikinis every day at my home base, where people would do anything to have the home base I have, but they won't, because they won't even work, okay? So let me tell you something. The next goal is higher self-care and multimillionaire. And if I change home bases, it may come, but right now we're keeping this home base. And I hope these videos help you. Okay. I want to thank the positive people. Thank my members again. Johnny Mize, thank you for coming in here tonight. Truly appreciate it. Adam, Sam, hopefully you're having an awesome day. It was a great day, actually. I feel very encouraged. I feel very determined. Antoinette, $4.99. Antoinette, you know what it is. When you're rich as fuck, you can get multiple properties. You can buy another property before you sell the other one, but that's very elitist. Not too many people can do that. But Antoinette, you have a heart of gold. God's going to protect you, and God's going to give a lightning bolt, okay, to every bully that broke a weak-minded person. And let me tell you something, guys. I've already been broken. And I put my fucking Humpty Dumpty ass back together. I got broken again, and I put it back together again. So until Humpty Dumpty is completely fucking dead, there will be a live feed. There will be perspiration. There will be humidity, even though I got a dehumidifier. Antoinette, Arizona, Florida, no state income tax. Welcome to Florida, where there's a fuck you Biden sign on every street corner. But most of the people that got money in Florida, they're from a liberal state. You never forget that. I love you, Johnny Mudders. I love you, Antoinette. I want to thank you. I want to thank you, Antoinette, because you've been very gracious. Thank you. Damn it, Fire! Remember also, $2 super chat. This is the best channel on YouTube. I thank you very much, Fire. You've been with me a long time. I know I've failed some people. I don't think I'm always the best. I know sometimes I fail. And I know also that I'm a middle-aged man, so if I was younger, I may not have the same tenacity. I know that if I didn't do the work of my career, if I just settled for the night shift, if I just settled for working 6 months on and then collect 6 months unemployment, I would never have this channel. Why? Because I would have never built up the endurance of the pain of achieving a goal. And the only fucking thing I could tell you is how to put up window covers. And you would eat that shit up. Because as long as I talk nice to you, like Biden, even though you want to vote for Trump, you wouldn't care. But guys, I actually talk nice to all people. I share with you, and I know Fire understands this, I share with you a mindset in these videos. Not to be hurtful, but to tell you, if you want to go after what you want, you're going to fail. It's not going to be perfect. But as you keep pushing forward through the pain, you show up on a Monday. As you show up, I want to tell you, there'll be some trolls in your life. They'll get hurt on the job. They'll get hurt on YouTube. They'll die, and you'll keep living. You will overcome by just showing up. But to show up means pain after failure. And you can hide in your bed. You can make videos about how comfortable your bed is. I've seen some people do it. I mean, there's good-looking people, too. They're very positive. I hate to say this, but I got to say it because I love them. I want to tell you something. Your fucking bed is too comfortable. You're fucking preparing the casket of your life. And let me tell you something. I think eventually you should have a home base. So I'm not telling you. I'm not telling you to curse a bed. But I'm telling you in life, your dreams don't happen in your bed. They happen when you force yourself to wake up early. Okay? And you force yourself not to take a nap. Guys, I know killers who took naps. I know them. And I know cyber criminals that take naps. And I know that's the most controversial thing I've said online. Don't take a nap. And I know that the son of Satan stalks me. But I tell Satan, get behind me, motherfucker. Because I live in a world where fuck you Biden signs fly freely. And I voted for Biden. But let me tell you something, guys. I got an accountant that voted for Trump. I don't give a fuck. So when you understand that, you won't move to Tom's River because they got a good Little League game. Huh. You move to South Florida because you're rich as fuck and you want to avoid state income tax and you want to see bikinis every day. So let me tell you something, guys. I've been around. I've seen them come and I've seen them go. I've seen my goals succeed and I've seen them crumble. But in life, you got two options. You can sit on the toilet bowl until your legs fall asleep from being numb because there's no blood flow. You can be obsessed online because you're butt ugly and can't get anyone in real life. I want to tell all my YouTube creators, I've met some beautiful women. I hate to tell you. I've never met a beautiful woman that's a troll. I've never even met a good-looking guy. I'm not gay. But I can respect a good-looking guy. I've never met a good-looking, successful guy that's a troll. Never. Why? Good-looking, successful people have no time to be obsessed. Other people are obsessed with them. Huh. So let me tell you something, guys. We live in a world Where if you want to be Michael Jordan, if you want to be LeBron James, there's some person that couldn't even fucking finish a layup yelling at you in the crowd with a free Google telephone number. I want to tell you, thank God I just hit a 3-throw with them yelling at me right now. Hey guys, look. What do you not want to play? Because you're going to get some boos, you're going to miss some shots? Is that why you don't want to play the game? You're not going to make every shot. What do you want to do? Do you want to play video games? I knew some big chick. She was very nice online. She used to like LARPing. I never even heard of LARPing. What the fuck is LARPing? I looked it up. LARPing is when you dress up like medieval people. You go to a public park and you start swinging swords and shit. Plastic swords. That's, oh my God. So I don't know, I want to say that if you can visualize yourself living 300 years ago and get a plastic sword and go to a public park, you're directing your energy in the wrong manner. Because 300 years ago, or 2000, whatever it was, you wouldn't have survived during the real Larkin times where those were real swords. And your real life was on the line, not your fake account. You wouldn't survive a day. Not in Toms River, New Jersey, and not in South Florida. Why? Because you don't have what it takes. Your goals are to break someone else instead of building yourself up. And that's why you have a recurring pattern of stalking instead of self-caring. Because you direct energy to other people. You have high expectations of other people, but not of yourself. It's the ultimate fucking troll. They let me down. You let yourself down, motherfucker. Every time you slipped into a nap, you weak-minded fuck. You let yourself down, man. You had high expectations that someone else was here to serve you. But you won't even lift a finger to serve yourself. It's like an unemployed person who goes to a buffet. They expect everything to be perfect. They expect the Walmart work. I saw some Walmart workers. They should get a raise tomorrow. I've been to the depths of hell. I've been to the return customer service line in Walmart. Oh, it's hell. I want to tell you, if you've never been to hell, try to go to the customer service return aisle in Walmart. Oh my God. I saw some motherfucker, he definitely had mental problems. Definitely. He ripped a fan. He ripped the cord out of the socket. He took the fan. He put it in a Walmart cart. He waited online at the customer service. Of course, he was in front of me. God loves playing games with me. And I watched this deranged motherfucker. I said, this motherfucker's crazy. I'm in Florida, motherfucker. We're conservative, man. Yeah, fuck Biden. Oh, I want to tell you, motherfucker down here, he'll rip a fan right out of his 120-volt socket, put it in a Walmart shopping cart with no box, no receipt. Oh my God. I'm this conservative. And he gets in line, and you should have saw this guy. I mean, this guy was fucking out there. He liked his own comment 8 times. You know it. So he gets online. I said, this motherfucker's in front of me. Here we go. It's fucking circus. I said, So I watched this guy get online, and I said, I want to tell you, you better thank God for every Walmart worker. They should get a raise immediately. I don't care about inflation. If I was Joe Biden, they'd get a raise right now. $50 an hour. That's how much I would give. The clerk, they were gracious. They were almost like social workers. So I watched this guy put this fan, I mean, this was a dirty fan too, not like new fan, dirty fan, with no box, no receipt. He was in a customer service return aisle. He gets up to the customer service lady. She was a very nice young lady. And he goes, I want to return this. She goes, where's the box? He goes, I don't have a box. He goes, where's the receipt? I don't have a receipt. She's like, we can't return that. There's nothing to scan. There's no proof you bought it. We don't even know if that's our fan we sell. He goes, well, you don't exchange it? I mean, this guy he was ready for an exchange. So some other these were very diligent workers at Walmart. A lot of you bashed them. She said, no. She was firm but fair. And then there was another kind, compassionate social worker, Walmart worker, came help him. Look, man, we appreciate that you come. That's not even, we don't know if that's even our fan. This fan was old as fuck. And I watch these kind, patient, hardworking Walmart workers. These are the working poor. I pray that they become millionaires. I watch them waste 10 minutes of their life dealing with someone mentally insane with a dirty fan with no box and no receipt. I saw them have the patience of God. I had the wrath of God. This guy, if he would have turned around, I mean, I would have looked at this motherfucker like he crazy. And I knew he was crazy. But I said, I'll tell you, I was biting my tongue. But I knew I could tell something wasn't clicking in the thing. I could tell. So I said, ain't this a bitch? And these Walmart workers, I never seen, I tell you, they're underpaid. Underpaid. In times of inflation, they need a higher raise. Finally, they convinced him without a shootout that he cannot return the fan. He accepted their decision. It wasn't easy. I mean, I thought it was gonna get serious in there. So finally, this guy leaves. I have my receipt. I have the boxes. I have everything. Okay, I get my stuff returned very quick because I put myself in the mind of the person I'm dealing with. Have you ever tried to put yourself in the mind of someone trying to return a dirty fan? They have no box for the fan, no receipt. Oh, watch the movie The Cell with Jennifer Lopez. Click that thumbs up, leave a comment, hit that super thanks. Mo Bang, you know what it is. Yea, though I walk through the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil. Yea, though I have a stalker who likes their own comment 8 times, I shall show up every motherfucking day until my next goal of being a multimillionaire and still sweating in my car with 5 home bases, 5 conservative lawyers, just in case God don't take care of them. I got them, just in case. In this world, Mo Bang, we got to deal with people. I don't believe this guy was evil. I believe he was mentally ill, trying to return this fan. Some of these trolls, I think they may be a little bit evil. Because like I say, guys, I saw the articulation of an intelligent person. But I saw the demonic behavior of a demon. And I can tell the difference. So let's go to these live comments, guys. If I miss them, please type them again. No disrespect. I feel I need to share this tonight. Adam, thank you again. No disrespect. I love you, brother. You're my guy too. Sophie, glad to be here. Sophie, I'm very appreciative of you. Very appreciative. Space Daddy, what's up, Sam? What's up, my brother? Hope you're keeping cool. I was at the home base today with 2 ceiling fans. When I get there, I leave my air conditioning on when I'm not there. When I get there, I turn the air conditioning off. I open all the windows. I run the fans. It's great. And then if I need the air conditioning, I put it on. I got a dehumidifier and 2 air purifiers. You know, part of it too is I didn't want to do the work I wanted it to be turnkey. You don't got to do nothing. You always got to do something. No matter what. Even in an immaculate property. Some people are scared of that. I mean, I was a little intimidated by it. But I'm not a quitter. I'm not someone to stay on night shift. I'm not someone to stay as a nomad if I don't want to. No disrespect for people who are, because I think it's a great life. But whatever your goal is, you better do what you need to do. Okay? Because if you think someone else is going to do what you need to do for you, you better go to a Walmart customer service return aisle and you better see what people who don't do for themselves do. They got a fan with no receipt and no box. Okay. Oh, Cartoon Mark! Cartoon Mark, I've been praying that you would leave a comment today. The video I made today about people doing cartoons, that was not directed at you. I was in a zone and I just was trying to think about people doing nothing. But I wanted to let you know that because I fully support you. I fully love you. You have been a true friend, brother. Cartoon Mark. As you approach 1,000 subs, You are going to be faced with trolls. The day before I got monetized, I got trolled like never before. You say inspirational nomad. I'm not as controversial as you. I want to tell you. In this world, Mo Bang is the most positive guy I've seen. He had a mentally ill troll try to attack him. You can't make everyone happy, even if you do all cartoons. So, Cartoon Mark, may the fire of the Lord be with you on your journey to 1,000. And may you remember what you learned tracing utilities. Don't let anyone make you quit. Because the direct deposit, the pension credit, is the difference between you and a desperately mentally ill person who likes their own comment 8 times. Oh, I want to tell you. All my YouTube creators, I want to tell you something. They ain't going to just hand you a YouTube plaque. You're going to have to go out there and fight for it. But don't do it because of a plaque. Do it because you get paid once a month. And I want to tell you, there's some people committing financial fraud. Don't worry about it, guys. Because in this algorithm world, that's a felony. Okay. And all money shall be returned, and all prosecution should take place. Okay. You know what? One thing I learned in life, when someone swings at you, whether physically or verbally or through a communication, when someone swings at you, they're not just attacking. What they're doing is they're opening themselves up to be hit. See, when you just stay defensive, you don't open yourself up. But when you swing, when you send a text, when you leave a comment, you leave a digital footprint. You open yourself up to be hit. Huh. See, guys, we're talking another level of goals. See, when people attack you, whether maybe at a job in a certain way, whether in real life, in school, whether in your family, whether in online communities, it doesn't mean you should swing back. It means that every time someone attacks you, they open themselves up to be attacked, whether through the legal process, the physical process, which should be the last resort, only self-defense, or any other process. But what they don't realize, they're so delusional that they think when they attack, they're actually doing something good, but actually they're going to hurt themselves, because now you're going to get the uppercut. Every day we get closer to death. I celebrate that. So in this world, the only people getting trolled out of their best life are people who are clinging to this life. Okay? So don't hold on to anything, whether a home base or whatever, but enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy the home base. I'm keeping it. But guys, if it's gone tomorrow, it's all right. I'm not scared to go back in a car either. I'm not scared to buy another community. The same thing with my life, guys. I'm not looking to go start trouble. I'm looking to avoid being in bad areas. But guys, I'm not living in fear, hiding in a bunker. Part of the reason I want a home base, because I've been dealing with the public more than most people. See, when you take a nap and all you do is watch videos, you got a lot to say. I mean, you're almost really tough. But I want to tell you guys, when you've dealt with stick-up kids and truck stops, guys, it's a whole nother level of trolling, okay? So, in this world, don't worry about it, okay? Back to live comments. Space Daddy, when everything is fine, you naturally need to do a checklist of some sort. Yes, you need to put structure to your goals. You need to have flexibility, determination, and You got to be willing to cry your eyes out and go back and forth a million times. Then eventually accept the promotion and suffer until it gets better. Then buy the home base, suffer until it gets better. Never forget the seed of suffering that is required for every goal. Because without suffering, all you have is a nap. All you have is a review on pillows. You want to achieve your goal? Sweat. Force yourself to wake up before the sun gets up. Force yourself to walk on the treadmill instead of watching another video. Force yourself to separate from someone, not blame them, not stalk them, and work on yourself. You won't do it. Why? It's easier to blame them. It's easier to become men going their own way. It's easier to become an ugly woman that trolls an adult man online. It's easier because you don't want to do the work of your life. And that's why there won't be a video coming from you if you're going to keep your goal, go to the next goal. You're going to be watching a video with a fake comment, with fake hair, with a fake Google telephone number. Everything about you is fake as the fraud you commit. The devil is a liar. Okay. And so what I can tell you guys, it is what it is. You know, that's okay. That's what you want. That's how you got to do what you got to do. Back to live comments. Space Daddy, embrace the pain and get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Like Future said, bitch, don't get too comfortable. Never forget it. Antoinette, thank you again for being a longtime viewer and supporter. Thank you. Johnny Midas, I appreciate you coming back in here, showing me the grit and the determination, and I thank you. Fire, longtime viewer, nothing but love and respect. You keep pushing forward towards your goals. You'll achieve them. Sophie, Nomad, I feel you will achieve your goals. I appreciate that, and I feel that you will achieve yours. I feel that you already have in some areas, and I appreciate you because you do the work for them and the grace of God. I admit that, and I curse God. I do both, and that is the key. You're correct, and I also acknowledge the grace. Thank you very much, Sophie, and the positive people who support me. Johnny's laughing good. I love you, Johnny. Mo Bang, purple fire for you, brother. You're a role model, in my opinion. I would be honored to be your friend, Mo Bang. Honored. You hear me, Mo Bang? You still in here? God bless you, brother. Let me go to my phone now. I missed some comments. Cartoon Mark, you know I love you, brother. Nothing but positivity directed at you. Mo Bang. Some low-life dasher snatched my order from Taco Bell with screenshot. Wasted 5 minutes of my time, but I got an easy $12 order afterwards. After every failure, you accept another order. After every bad rating, accept the next order. In life, if you make a bad video, if you get a bad comment, if you have a bad review on your DoorDash, if you have a bad conference call with your director, in life, if you're going to let that stop you, you're never going to achieve a goal. You're going to have a 10% acceptance rating. You're going to have a high turnover rate at whatever job you do. You're going to be a temporary worker, a seasonal sloth, a permanent destitute nomad, a permanent house dweller home baser. You're going to be doing reviews, not about singing your passionate life, but about sleeping your life away. In this world, fuck too much comfort, but fuck too much unnecessary suffering. If you can add some comfort while balancing your life, don't fear that. Nomads fear that a little bit, psychologically. I know some mentally ill woman right now. I keep telling her, go to the social services. You're obviously not mentally well. Not like you're not 100% disabled, but you're probably 40, 50%. She don't want to hear it. I love her, but she's unnecessarily suffering. I'm not going to say she's going to get a lot of subsidies, but she's going to get some help if she feels the pain of going in the system and going through the process. If not, Feel the pain of barely being able to pay for your storage unit that just went up again. That's your choice. Mikey, man, thank you very much for being a member. I truly appreciate that. Mikey, 536. Hello, Sam. Hello, everyone. I apologize if I missed it. Love. Did the travel trailer sale go through? No, I'm keeping it, keeping the lot for now, working on my next goal, which is higher level of self-care, multi-millionaire, and we'll see probably in a year if I want to sell. Now, again, I could change my mind tomorrow, but I've decided to keep both because I looked at, okay, I sell a travel trailer, I'm going to get money. I'm not in desperate need of money. And if I have an empty lot, now I have no home base, and now I'm back living in my car. I'm not scared to do that. I'm actually enjoy some parts of living in my car. And I kind of, in some ways, still do nomad life. But that's not my goal. That's not the direction I'm going. So I said, well, all right, if I sell the RV and I sell the lot, am I going to go in a different community? And I look at that. I would get some positive things going in a different community, but I would also lose some things because there's some negatives. No community is perfect. That's number one thing I learned. At some point, though, I may make a transition. But after evaluating everything, I said, Sam, you've been here 2.5 months. I think I figured out, to a certain extent, the air quality issue. To a certain extent, there's not great airflow in the lot I'm located at. That's one negative. There's some other communities, some other lots, even within the community, that have better airflow. And I've learned that, but again, everything is proportional. So I think for now, I've taken a step forward, which is I got my foot in the real estate Southeast Florida beachland that I've learned more about property. I'm living in my first RV. I learned more about air quality. I'm readjusting some of my routine to less driving, less time in public, more self-care, home workouts, a little bit more, in addition to some Planet Fitness. Some eating at home. I've got some stuff in the refrigerator now. Some air conditioning and some ceiling fans. And I will evaluate as I go. But I think for now, that's the direction. Sophie? Wow. The work of your life, directive, and not blame anyone else. That's the hardest part. Sophie, I want to tell you my experience. I dated this beautiful MILF. Not online, in real life. I mean, some of these people, they've never dated anyone. It's been amazing. And, I mean, she was amazing, okay, as far as her beauty. And she was a great person, too. I want to admit that. She was getting over someone else. I was like her counselor. You know that, Sophie. You know how many people want to counsel you at church, but really they want to give you the dick. So I was counseling her, but really I wanted to give her the dick. It takes two to tango. Men going their own way. It takes two to tango. So she was obsessed with her ex. I was like, well, I'll counsel you, but I was honest with her. She was honest with me. But then, as we got together a little bit, I got a little bit obsessed with her. I didn't cross the line, but I felt me going there. Never. So you know what I did? I separated from her and did not blame her. Did not stalk her. It was painful. Now, when I went on a walk, I would curse her. But then after I got done cursing her, like after I get done cursing God, I thank her. I thank God. Because I recognize it wasn't her fault. I recognize some things in life I curse God, and sometimes I realize it's not his fault, and sometimes it may be, but I also thank God. I mean, this is life. This is real life. But I didn't give up my dignity to become a dickhead and stalk. So in this world, if you don't want to work on yourself, you're going to blame someone else the rest of your life. Oh, you dated a narcissist, huh? Yeah, I bet you did. Oh, someone online let you down. Oh, I bet you took a nap and waited for them to go live. You let yourself down. In this world of crazy people who try to return a fan with no box and no receipt, I understand the psychotic mind. Sometimes it's best to just shut the fuck up and let the social workers or the Walmart workers deal with them. And sometimes the best thing you can do is block, document, and followed police report. I want to thank God. Every day you wake up, the devil's right there. This is his world. Now, the world's gotten better through godly people. See, godly people still win, even though this world's a disaster. I don't know how. I mean, that part I don't understand. But I think about if the devil really had victory, there wouldn't be a Walmart return aisle. There wouldn't be vouchers. There wouldn't be paved streets. There wouldn't be Publix. If the devil was the winner, this whole earth would be scorched to death. We'd be on Mars. You know Mars, where Elon Musk, who's been divorced 3 times, wants to take you. You know, in a place where even though we don't have enough workers on Earth, somehow you're going to get enough workers in Mars? Who going to work up there? I couldn't imagine the psychopath going in the checkout line in the Walmart in Mars. I couldn't even imagine. With no gravity? With a fucking negative below 20 degrees Fahrenheit? All you motherfuckers that dream about going to Mars? You remember that every time there's not enough workers on Earth, it's delusion. See, some people want to escape to another planet. See, Elon Musk wants to save society by having a lot of kids and building electric cars that the regular person can't afford and sending people to Mars. If you wanted to really save humanity, learn how to have a healthy relationship. Learn that we don't need more kids. We need compassionate capitalists that knock down the price of an $80,000 Tesla at $15,000. And if you can't figure out that, fuck you and your job opening at Mars. May your Tesla burn. And may your crypto not be refunded. And may the dollar be stronger than ever. Okay. In this world, don't fear the destruction of this world. Feel the destruction. Fear the destruction of your daily routine. Fear the destruction of you quitting because you had a bad exchange with the people at your job, the people online, or the people you deliver to. Every time you get trolled out of your best life and you blame them, you just wait for a free ticket to Mars. Because if you think that's going to be free, you haven't tried to buy a Tesla, motherfucker. Everything cost. There ain't no vouchers to the fucking submarines going to Mars. Okay. And Bob Wells, believe me, guys, I love Bob. Let's not say anything. I don't want to talk about anyone else. Talk about me. Let's go back to these live comments. If Elon Musk, if you watch this, even though I don't like you, I don't like you at all. Some things I respect your intelligence. So let me just go back to me and not focus on him. Let's go back to that. Johnny, thank you. Mobang Fire, thank you. Oh, I got to go back to my phone. Wendy, hey, Wendy. Wendy, yes. Humpty Dumpty, always put ourselves back together. You damn right, so Wendy. Wendy, we fall, we get back up. I don't care if you got to suffer with a USB fan that has a 1 CFM output. I bought a high CFM output fan from Walmart. High CFM. Not that plastic fan. Fucking steel metal fan. Oh, I come a long way. You say, well, Inspirational Woman, why are you sweating in your car doing a live feed? Guys, this is just a tax write-off, and I'm not going to scream in my community. I can't talk to you. Okay? I can't talk to you in the library of an elitist community. I can't. Because I respect other elitists. I got to come to a Walmart parking lot to speak to the Walmart mind. Who wants to return a fan that ain't got no box, no receipt? It's a different way I got to speak to you. Not you, Wendy, but other people. Laughing good. I'm right there. You damn right. You're a fighter. You keep fighting one day at a time. We've all fallen many times. You're a fighter. You're going to succeed even if you fail. But put myself back together. Wendy, I respect you. I respect your ability to be in the medical industry. Never work at a job below your potential, Wendy. Never. Unless you have to, only to get back to where you need to be. Never beat yourself up too much for failing. Never lie to yourself about failing. It's pain. Don't be scared to curse God, but don't be scared to thank God. Above all else, Wendy, don't allow some psychopath who comes in the emergency room with a fan they snatched right out of their wall socket to troll you out of being a nurse because they treated you with disrespect. They stalked you. You tell that motherfucker, oh, is that right? You document it in a report to your manager or the police, and you send them off to another healthcare worker. But don't you quit. Because remember, when you quit, you give into the mind of a person that snatches a dirty fan out of their own wall socket only to make your life harder. I mean, don't follow that mind. That mind is, they're on a whole other dimension. Fire. I feel it is easier to plan your next step with a home base. I just feel, thank you, Fire. I just feel for me, not for everyone, for me at this season, the home base is right step forward. It may not be the perfect step. It may not be the final step, but it's a step. Painful as it is, and this is why I believe many people stay as a nomad. I felt it as well. I knew it was going to be painful. And no disrespect to people who want to say as nomads, because I'm not down talking it, but I'm sharing this part of the journey. At some point, you're going to have a decision to make. Do you stay in the Planet Fitness parking lot, or do you asset allocate, and do you feel the pain of being back in a community that has pros and cons? Or do you say, you know what, I'm not going to deal with any of that. I'm going to deal with a motherfucker who snatched a cord out of a fan and snatched a cord out of a socket. I'm going to deal with someone that's got Velcro. Guys, you can deal with someone, and there's no disrespect, but you got to figure that out. I'm figuring it out for me. And I'm showing you the good and the bad every day. And every day, or just about, I get some type of negativity back, and I get it. And I'm not going to say, look, I get it sometimes. But I want to tell you guys, if I got to drop my books and punch the devil dead in his fucking eye, that's what's got to get done. Because if I'm walking on my journey, and I'm not bothering you, and I believe I have my own channel where I'm not on your channel, and I mean that not just literally, I do mean it literally, but I also mean that in a parable of life. If I'm not parking on your front step, if I'm not in your parents' house that you troll out of, if I'm not in Toms River, New Jersey, if I'm not in your space and you come in my space and you have the mindset of someone who was trolling on my space and on YouTube, I'm not going to destroy my life by trying to destroy you. I'm going to document and go through the legal process just like an elitist. But I want to tell you, being through what I've been through in life, the other direction, guys, I get it too. So this world, keep your composure, self-control. Don't engage in a knife fight, self-control. Self-defense is self-control. Self-defense is self-control. Because I want to tell you guys, I've met a lot of people who show you their gun and they're on a keto diet. They don't have self-control. And they may be a loose cannon. But I want to tell you something, guys. If you're going to die with dignity, not on the keto diet. Because if you have to live in a world that an unvaccinated keto diet motherfucker is going to lead us into, you might as well go to Mars. You might as well be dead. Because they're going to destroy you while you live. They're going to lead you astray. like sheep to the slaughterhouse. Like someone who has mental intelligence but doesn't use it for good. They got rejected, so you know what they did? They doubled down on deplorable acts. Next comment. Thank you. Sophie, you are so right about men just wanting to give the D. Well, yeah. And I've met some women that they just want to seduce the D. I respect men and women equally. But I want to tell you, I've met men that just want the cooch, and I've met women that don't want the dick, they want a muffin, but they want to seduce, control the D, just to see if they can. Dominate. So I've seen both in this world, Sophie. I've seen the desperate seduction of a bad wig, a bad boob job, and a bad profile pic of them filtered out from 5 years ago. I've seen it all. I've looked at the devil dressed up. And I've said, oh, I know you didn't just date a narcissist. You tried to seduce one. Yeah! Thank God! When you try to seduce a narcissist, don't wonder how you got into a restraining order filing. Don't wonder why. Because if you believe in God, then you believe to be honest. Thou shalt not lie. And I've never met anyone that's been abducted out of their free will and dated a narcissist. So you must have chosen a narcissist. Never forget that. Only so you can go forward. Minivan, number 43 to hit that like. I appreciate that very much. Minivan Venturing, I thank you for being a member with all my heart. Minivan Venturing, fire. I haven't seen you forever. Minivan Venturing and fire. Good to see you tonight. Mikey, I want to go to Publix. I haven't been to Florida in a long time. They have them in other states as well. But I have been to Daytona Beach. Very destitute. A lot of drug addicts there. And Disney World. Not enough workers and a lot of destitute outside the resort. Used to live in Northern Virginia. A little bit conservative, but you got a lot of money from the government spending. And there's a lot of jobs in the overall Virginia area. In San Francisco Bay. Never been there. There's a lot of elitists that have become rigid because the rich areas have got too many destitute people lurking around. And when you're rich as fuck, the last thing you want to do is see a panhandler on your way to Starbucks. But I live in Florida. And there's a fuck you Biden sign everywhere, even in an elitist. So you got to just deal with life, guys. There's shit everywhere. Nothing's perfect. Fire. At Minivan Venturing. Hello, how are you? Minivan Venturing. Good. Hope all is well. Sam, I'm late, but I'll always rewind. Then, just got home and showered, finally relaxing. Thank you, Venturing. Minivan. Guys and girls, I hope my videos help you in some way. If you do, click the thumbs up. You want to be a member and support the channel, thank you to all my members. Click that blue join button. If I don't provide you value, don't watch. If I provide you value and you want to hit me with a one-time tip because you see how much I deal with, like a Walmart customer service rep that's returning a broken fan, click that super thanks. Even if you stutter, even if you sweat, I just did something. And if you didn't do anything else, show up. And even when you kicked ass and you hit it out the park, even when you knocked down a 3 at the buzzer and you won the game, I could tell you, even as you walk back to the locker room of success, there's always going to be at least one person who has something negative to say. You know what you do? Don't destroy your career responding to the one person who's so desperate for you to acknowledge them. They're desperate. Go and celebrate your elitist championship the way every hardworking person who sacrificed to get where they need to get and achieve their goal. You go celebrate with champagne in your eyes and pussy in your future, or dick if you like dick. But never blame anyone else. It's very tempting to blame the ref. Sometimes I blame the ref. I'm like, God, you let this one slide? I just got hit with an elbow. I say, God, you gonna let that slide? He blocked me with his body when I went to the hole. So even though sometimes God, the ref, misses some calls, and believe me, I curse him, that don't mean I'm not going to lace up and go again. Because let me tell you something, if you think life is bad when you don't get all the calls, wait till you sit in the stands and you can't afford the concession stand. Oh, you definitely give a fuck you Biden sign. Okay? Oh, I thank God. Which gas today? $3.79. I want to thank God. Thanks, Saudi Arabia. I'll see you next one.